You're right, we will do our thing tonight, alright. Take me through the future. It's time, you'll find just another color-coded crime. Incision and a suture. You told my friend we would get it on no matter when. A super cavitation.
Ever since I was young, Dad's always had a V8 or something. What he used to have. I used to have a few XR8s. He had another old school Ford. Yep. What was that one? XP. Much smaller than this.
If it's mine, another place, maybe another time. Complete, repeat, sitting in your car and on your street. Lost in California, let's steal this wheel, take a spin to find out how it feels. Just around the corner, slow down, the sound, turn it up and
So the way this championship works, for those of you that don't know, is that essentially what happened in qualifying, or what happens in qualifying, is the two drivers go and have their own qualifying session. That was yesterday, and they combine the two drivers' times and then divide them by 2, and that sets your grid position. So yesterday we missed out by getting into the top 10 shootout by 0.03 of a second. So it was like taking a hold your breath one second longer and we might have got in there kind of thing. So it's what that means is we'll start 11th, and with the BMW M6 that we run, that you guys are supporting this weekend. This car is brand new to this form of motor racing in 2016. So BMW Motorsport in Germany built 20 of these cars this year. We've got one of those cars, and we've been campaigning it in Australia, and it's been a big development process. So earlier in the year we weren't getting the results we probably hoped for, but we're really starting to hit our straps now. In fact, this weekend when we came here on Wednesday to have a look at the track and start getting organised to set up, we had a look, and it always looks, when you have a look at it on a piece of paper, it always looks a lot bigger than it is. Until we got onto the track, there's 4 times on this circuit where we use first gear. And to give you an example, any other track we go to in Australia, there's one track that we use first gear once. So it's a lot tighter, and generally the strength this year of our car has been the faster flowing types of circuits. And I thought that was going to be a bit of a problem, but I've got to be honest, we're looking really good. In my qualifying session yesterday, when we came into pit lane, we stopped a little bit earlier. We were 4th quickest, and that holds us in really good stead. So we ended up 6th, and Max ended up 14th. Combine the two, we ended up 11th. But we've made some other small changes to the car, to the suspension this morning in the warm-up, just to try and evaluate how the performance of the car is going to be, and we improved it again. So if we had gone out yesterday with the settings that we had this morning, we'd be in the top 10, no problem at all. But anyway, that's history. The way the race is going to play out for you guys, just to give you an idea, I'm going to start the race. We have to do 2 pit stops. All of the cars in the category have a compulsory 2 pit stops to do over that 101 laps. Now the rules are that one of the drivers has to do a minimum of 34 laps. So they basically split the race in thirds. Okay, so I'll start the race. I'll go to about lap 22 or 23, then we'll pit, Max will jump in, he'll do a full 34 lap stint, and then I'll jump in at the end and finish the race. Subject to everything going to plan, of course, you know. There's 25 other guys out there with a similar game plan, and I tell you what, keep an eye out down at turn 2 there. You guys are in the perfect place. The way that's going to happen is you've got 28 cars that come out of turn 1, side by side, and somehow we've all got to get through a tight first gear corner. That's going to be a bit of a challenge. So hopefully we get to the biggest priority at the moment, and the game plan for our race is to get through turn 2. Once we do that, it'll all unfold from there. Now, to give you another indication of how, in some ways, how complex this can be, because of our driver seating, every driver gets classified, okay? That classification determines a penalty that you'll receive at your pit stop. So it's essentially a handicap, or it's like golf, right? It's like golf. You get handicapped for your skill level. Now Max and I have a very high, Max is a very good semi-professional driver in Australia, and of course because of my rating I'm the highest seated graded driver as well. So we have a long pit stop time. But the reality is, on track, we should actually be lapping quicker than some of the other driver combinations. So our expectation is we'll still end up there, but you will see that after our first pit stop, we'll come out a fair way back from where we went in. All right, so we have to stop for 2 minutes and 19 seconds. Some combinations only have to stop for 1:40. So we're going to give away 35 seconds at our pit stop, but that'll play out later in the race. What we want is after we do that and everyone's done their stops, we want a safety car, or we want the field to be neutralised. That will negate that whole penalty again. Then we're away racing. So when you're out there watching the TV, and it'll be hard obviously to hear the commentary, you'll get a bit of an understanding of why that's sort of happening.
Okay, we've heard a bit about the motorsport. Now let's get a few personal questions. What's the latest jam that you have on your iPhone?
Latest jam. I don't know, kids have, God, you ask me tricky questions. You could ask me something about motorsport, wouldn't you?
What music? Okay, not a jam.
Perry.
Music.
Music, if you took me back, I'm a Rolling Stones fan, U2 fan, all that stuff, man. Like, that's me.
Okay, Steve, you introduced me to Pablo Nutini. What's your latest jam?
Actually, my latest is the latest Red Hot Chili Peppers album. I reckon that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Getaway. It's good. Listen to that a lot.
Okay, some of the family values being brought down by your dad and mum Faye, and I know they're really proud of Jason and your sister and yourself, and you with Priya and Clayton. Clay, are you aware Priya's gone out shopping just recently? Do you have any idea?
No, I had no idea. I haven't seen them for 17 days, so I've come straight from the Gold Coast. I've got no idea what they're up to. It wouldn't surprise me.
Okay, she told me to let you down. They're gone shopping for another horse.
Yeah, they have.
Okay, also another thing is you don't have many superstitions, eh? But your favourite colour's green?
Yes.
But you've never had a green race car?
They say green is bad luck in this car. Maybe it is. In 2008, sponsored by Castrol, and I had a wheel come loose at Sydney Motorsport Park, and it cut the wheel in half, and I fired off the road and hit the concrete at about 120 kilometres an hour. So might prove to have been bad luck, mate.
Okay, another personal question. They say that dogs resemble their owners. Would you want to tell me what your dog's name is and what sort of dog it is?
Yeah, well, the dog's name's Rex, and he's a spoodle. What's wrong with that? They're a great dog.
Absolutely.
And a dog called Rex and some border collie.
Also, would you want to tell me about your love-hate relationship with, is it Lollipop?
So Priya, our daughter, she has been having horse riding lessons and everything for years and years and years, and we thought it would be a phase. We thought it wasn't, so we had to end up getting her a horse. But her first horse she got was Lollipop, and it's a little miniature pony, so that gave her a bit of a nice. She couldn't ride it, but she at least tended to it. No, the Lollipop hates me, absolutely hates me. I go in the paddock, she just wants to kick me all the time. Actually, it's good fun. So now Priya, we've had a horse, we've got rid of that one. It wasn't the right horse, and we're looking for a new one.
One last question. I know you've got to get back to the car and do a few sign-ins and a bit of merchandise. Have you ever thrown a spinner in anger at motor racing?
Which weekend did I do that?
Who'd you throw it at?
normally at myself, I don't my head myself in my head, but it's normally the operator. The bit between the steering wheel and the throttle is always the problem.
Okay, you said about yourself, just about through it yourself. Steve, is that the way you felt at Clipsal this year?
Yeah, I must admit, pretty well. We had a tough Clipsal, and as a professional racing car driver, you like to think that you're beyond making mistakes, which is a problem. And at Clipsal, in our laser racing Porsche this year, we're running second, but the guy in front had a 5-second penalty for jumping the start. So we're just cruising around behind him, and sometimes when you actually want to be concentrating and really focused, and I was sort of pulling away from the car behind us, so I essentially had the effective lead, and I went wide at a corner and tore the right rear wheel off it, and that was it. So yeah, I wasn't
Tough to come back from.
Yeah, 2 weeks I think that took me.
Yeah. Last thing, I do want to thank his wife Anne. She's given me quite a bit of dirt on this over the last few days. But generally, good luck today, guys. Thank you so much for making the effort to come down here. I know you're busy with your car. We took a little bit of time here for you guys to come in and sign any merchandise that you got here at Laser. Again, thanks very much.
And we both like to really thank all of the Laser members who've got behind this. We want this to continue into next year, and we've got some really exciting things lined up. The calendar's looking like we're coming back here for the same races next year, and our plan is also to do another hot lap ride day down in the South Island. So for those of you that are coming tomorrow and having a burn around in our M6 GT3, I'm sure you have a great time. We'll give you a nice memory to take back with you.
Thanks, guys.
Can't be bound. The body that we transcend. Asleep, you weep. Find out that the trick is never cheap. A melancholy girlfriend.
Brad, what have you made of the situation?
Fantastic day. Good atmosphere, good people.
Absolutely. What team do you root for?
Yeah, I'm going for a Laser.
Laser?
Yeah, mate.
Great driver too. We've got this year.
Mate,
Steve Richards.
What
a career. What a career.
Next week, mate. He's a legend. He's out there, mate.
Absolutely.
He'll take it home for us.
Beautiful. Let's go Laser.
Woo! Inside your box, taking much too far.
Real drama here at
You don't have to keep it if it's mine. Another place, maybe another time.
Who are you here sponsoring today?
Laser.
Absolutely. Great team, mate.
Yeah.
Do I think tonight alright? Drive the constellation. It's time. You'll find just another color-coded crime. The song's fascination. Another lonely superstar. Get away inside your car. Taking much too far. Surrender to the brave inside a lover that another tried. Take it to my right. May December might not be so smart. Arrivals that we wish would not depart. Don't get late, 'cause you're my savior.
Hampton Downs, absolutely fantastic weekend hanging out with the Laser crew. Team Laser, we're heading to Highlands Park on the 12th and 13th of November. Do need to mention Terry Black, what a fantastic job you've done. Oh, hang on, what have we got here? Yeah, there's been a lot of that this weekend, I'll tell you. It's been awesome. So here we are with Terry Black, Laser Bound team. Fantastic job here today, bringing the team together. Is this a marketing campaign type thing? Can this be used as marketing coming up to these type of days? days?
I think we could use Laser Friend and leverage it by having a few customers, a few suppliers, and obviously family around us days like this. I don't know, you've been having a good time?
Absolutely, mate. This is all about family, getting together, and actually, do you know what? I'd rather spend all my advertising budget on this rather than yellow pages and shit like that, because this is contagious, bro. And I'm just having a fantastic time. Thank you for having me, mate.
I'm glad you're enjoying it, buddy.
Awesome, bro.
Glad you're enjoying it.
Get on board, people, and let's do this. Awesome. Cheers, Terry.
Coming down to the light of day, we got many moons that are deep at play. So I keep an eye on the shadow, smile to see what it has to say. You and I both know everything must go away. What do you say? Spinning out letters on my heart, it's like a bit of light and a touch of dark. You got sneak attack from the zodiac that I see your eyes fall. Keep the breeze and go by flow and go away. What do you say? Yeah! You don't know my mind, you don't know my kind. Thought necessities are part of my design. Tell the world that I'm falling from the sky. Thought necessities are part of my design. Stumble down to the parking lot, I got no time for the afterthought. The light, ice cream for an astronaut, well that's me looking for weed. Turn the corner and find the world at your command. Playing the hand. Yeah, you don't know my mind, you don't know my kind. Top necessities are part of my design. Tell the world that I'm falling from the sky. Top necessities are part of my design. You want to slow my mind, cause health is all to shine. Do you want it? Do you want it now? Do you want it all the time? Because health is all to shine. Do you want it? Do you want it now? Pick you up like a paperback, track record of a maniac. So I move it in and we unpack. It's the same as yesterday. Anyway we roll, everything must go away. What do you say?